What's up YouTube? This video is a little bit different than what I usually do, but today I'm going to be teaching producers how to make $1 million in the music industry. Yes, I said $1 million in the music business. If you don't know who I am, I go by the name of It's Too Easy. You've probably heard my tag.
Too easy on some other shit.
You probably haven't. You probably heard my songs. You probably haven't. But I am a Grammy nominated producer and a Grammy winning producer, and I'm a multi-platinum and gold music producer. So cat's out the bag if you don't know who I am. One of the first important things that you should be doing as a music producer is finding your artist that works good with you. Find an artist that is hungry just as you, whether they're locally or out of the state. I feel like a lot of producers don't talk about starting from the ground up and what you really should be doing if you really want to make money in the industry. And this first step is going to make you a lot of money on its own. But make sure that you're not just in it for the money. It has to go hand in hand. You got to have the passion to make music, and you're going to need to survive. And a lot of producers out there think you can just get placements with any and everybody, and it doesn't work like that. You can't just wake up and want to do music and then, oh, I'm about to work with Drake or I'm going to work with Lil Uzi. That's not the reality for a lot of people, especially new producers or producers that are looking to make a living off this. That's out the window, honestly. You got to be realistic sometimes. And 9 times out of 10, finding your artist that works with you from the ground up is going to be way better than trying to go work with a bigger artist that is unreachable. So that's why you should work with an artist on the come up. You guys build a sound and just build up off of that. I've been blessed to be able to work with artists on the come up, in which I already knew that's what I had to do to make a living in the music industry. A lot of you may know Sofaygo, the artist. That's who I came up in music with. And I don't really speak on the story a lot because I haven't been asked the story a lot about how me and Faygo met. We met around 2018. He was just a little artist, but he was getting a lot of buzz from working with Lil Tecca and a lot of other people that was coming up around that time. But he was still a little artist to where he was reachable. So I ended up DMing him after getting the snippet with him and Y2, his other main producer and one of my brothers to this day. I forgot what snippet it was, but the video was going crazy and I didn't know who Faygo was at the time. This was around the time COVID was coming about, but nobody knew it was COVID. There wasn't a name to it yet, and they were calling it the early flu. I was sick and I was laying in my living room chair, body sore, body weak. And then a few minutes later, my phone started blowing up. I started getting followers, a bunch of comments out of nowhere. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, did I just get a song with Drake or something? I was going crazy. I was like, yo, what's going on? I need to hurry up and see what's happening. So I open my phone and then I see the snippet on my front page just going crazy. I'm like, yo, who's this? And I forgot what snippet it was. It really may have been Guard Up. If you haven't heard that song, I'll link it in the description. It may have definitely been Guard Up for sure though. But then I seen his video going crazy and I went to the comments and I seen Lil Tecca was under there. I'm like, yo, this dude might be like that. So I went to DM him and I said, yo bro, we should lock in. Let's get it going, let's get it popping. And at the time, I wasn't working with anybody locally because of just how stuff had happened. From my experiences from working with people locally. So I was just tired at that point and I stopped pursuing people in my city and I started to outsource to places like Atlanta, LA, and just other places where I thought people were making music that really wanted to work hard and find a producer that they wanted to work with and make some good music. So then he responded to me and said, yo, yeah, let's get it. I said we needed to get some in and what's his email? And he gave me his email and from there on out, we were locked in and we started making the craziest music known to the underground. I'm not gonna list all the songs that we did from that point on. Just type my name in on SoundCloud or YouTube, you'll definitely find it. But like I said, from there on out, we were locked in and then we were just making magic. And like I said, I haven't really gotten into the story like that, but this is the first time that I showed a screenshot of what I said to Faygo and how our relationship started from there. I'm gonna leave the rest for an interview one day so I can deep dive into how our relationship really started. But this rule is very, very, very important about what I just told you. You need to find an artist that's on the same level as you that you can build and grow with, because that alone will take you further than working with Drake, working with Uzi, working with Cardi. You have to find somebody that's on your level so you can bring something new to the game. The second tip is this: your phone. You need to be using your phone 24/7 to build up your connects. And what I mean by building up your connects is DMing producers that are on the same level as you and just working in your vicinity. Don't try to reach out to people that are higher than where you are right now, because honestly, it is a waste of time. I've done it and I'm just saving you all the time and the stress. When you hit these producers up in their DMs, or you're spamming their DMs, or you're spamming their comments, they're not going to respond to you. And a lot of the times they do see you spamming them, but that's just not going to get their attention. It just makes you look real thirsty when you're trying to work with people, and that comes off very, very weird. So my advice to you is to work and DM people that have the same amount of followers that you have, and DM them and work with them. Working with them and just working with people at your level, you're building your connection even more than you just reaching out to a bigger producer that won't answer his DMs. And it'll be a waste of time. But this right here alone is gonna bring you $1 million in the music industry. As you're trying to grow as a music producer, build your contact list the best that you can. From people who are sample makers, loop makers, web designers, kit creators. You have to build your connection up in this music industry from other industries that go hand in hand with it. Because a lot of the times you never know who may have the key to the door that you're trying to get into. So hit up graphic designers, hit up managers. From my experience, I never hit up an A&R to get stuff to other artists that I wanted to get to, or to just build a connection with. I've got songs and things like that through managers or just people loving my beats. But please be genuine in making these connections, because a lot of producers do come off as just greedy and they just want to take and never give. And it's real easy to pick up that you're being greedy through the way that you respond and you communicate with other people. So I advise you to really be genuine when you go about these things. And for some more knowledge on step 2, you don't have to work with everybody in the industry to win in the industry. Find your circle that's gonna work well with you and what you're trying to accomplish, and you're going to accomplish it. Look around in the industry and you see how everybody has their own cliques and they have their own clubs. Don't stress it. Just find your group of people that works well with you and you're gonna win. It's that simple. So my advice to you to get the best out of this right here, text people every day. DM artists and DM producers, DM graphic designers, DM everybody that goes hand in hand with producing. And you're gonna make a lot of money and good relationships in the music industry. For step 3, I cannot stress this enough. Please make sure your sound is good. Please make sure your beats are good. Please make sure you're good at your craft. Please put in those hours when nobody's watching. Practice on your drums, practice on your melodies, practice on your sample chopping, practice on your sampling, practice on your piano, guitar, whatever instrument you play, practice. Because it's just gonna make your life way more easier if you wanna maneuver in the music industry. You have to be good at what you do. So take time out of the days to practice or just watch YouTube videos of producers that you like and producers that you look up to that are doing what you're doing but on a higher scale. Or just listen and study older producers and older music from back then. It'll definitely help you in the long run. The thing that works for me, that helps me get better at producing, is listening to old music. But what I'm trying to say is listen to older stuff, expand your ear, and expand your genres that you're not normally listening to 24/7. Find your sound that people can identify you with. Tip number 4 is building your brand. And for myself, I'm still on this step with building my brand. It's never a time where you're not supposed to be building on your brand. Find time to make TikToks, short videos, short content videos for Instagram, Reels, YouTube, whatever it may be. But find time to make it creative and make it yours. Content has always been around for you to be able to build your audience, and find the people that love what you're doing, and find the people that love watching you do what you do. But building your brand is gonna be super important. Labels love producers that have a brand. It just makes it more easier for a lot of people to tap into you because they see value and worth with working with you and what that can bring. Some don't want to make IG videos, some don't want to make TikTok videos. Find something that works for you. And if doing everything works for you, then do it. The more the better. But using these platforms and using them consistently will definitely grow your brand and have people tapping in with you that you never thought would tap in with you. You never know who's watching, so always post. Even if it gets 100 views and 2 likes, somebody out of that 100 views will definitely hit you up if they like what you're doing. And if you look at it like this, put those 100 people in one room. You basically just sold out the whole place. So think about it like that. Don't let the little numbers discourage you from posting. Just keep grinding it out and you're gonna make it. And for number 5, the last tip, write down your goals. Writing down your goals is just gonna keep you organized and keep you focused on what you wanna accomplish in your life, not just for producer only. Find you a piece of paper around the house and just write down everything that you want to accomplish. Read those things every day, then work your way up into making them come true. I've written down that I wanted to win a Grammy, that I wanted to work with Chris Brown, that I wanted to work with so-and-so, that I wanted to be a multi-platinum producer, and all of those things came true because I worked towards that and written it down and had faith that it was just gonna work. And then they happened. So I advise you guys to find a piece of paper, go out and buy you a whiteboard or anything that makes you feel comfortable, but do not put it in your text messages. Do not put it in your notes. It's not the same as you writing it down. Just take time to write it down on a piece of paper or a whiteboard and write down everything that you want to accomplish. It doesn't have to be everything, but just the key things that you want to accomplish. Read them and then act towards them. And then you're gonna start seeing shortly and soon that everything you've written down is working for you. So if you stayed at the end of this video, I truly appreciate it because I wanna drop more videos like this when I'm not traveling and making those vlogs for you guys. I wanna give you guys the best advice and best tips that will have you becoming the best producer you can be. So hit that subscribe button and become a part of the family. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions for me and follow all my socials. Hope y'all liked the video and I'm gonna catch y'all boys soon.